You're muted, Toby.
I just found out. Hello, everyone. Sorry, there was a stream like that. This takes me back to a stream I did. I was like, for 3 minutes in the stream, I was like muted. So at least this one was better. So, hello, everyone. Uh, I Toby here. Excited for another episode of our live stream today. Thank you all for joining. So today we are doing like something really cool. We're building like an accessible website. Like something really cool, something that the most front end devs actually pay that much attention to, but that really matters. One of the core web vitals, accessibility. Bridget, you still can't hear me? Can you hear me,
I
Emmanuel?
can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, I think Bridget's comments came in late, maybe. But let me know if you can't hear me, Bridget. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, one of the core web vitals, accessibility. So it's something that most front end devs kind of like sadly do not pay attention to. We are doing that today, and we're going to be like doing deep dives. So without further ado, yeah, let's start with introduction. Okay, search can now. Hi everyone, I'm Tobiloba. I'm a software engineer, development engineer at Fleek, and I enjoy like writing code and doing stuff. Yeah, I've been streaming for about like a year now. I've been in software engineering for about 3 years now. So yeah, to this side of my screen is Mano. Um, yeah, to this side. Yeah, Mano.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi guys. So my name is Emmanuel. I'm a software engineer. Uh, yeah, with over 3 years experience, and yeah, I love streaming, and yeah, I'm most definitely excited for this one. And yeah, let's get right to it. Uh, I'm
Perfect.
wasting much time.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So we actually didn't have anything planned. We're just going to dive right to like MDN. I'm thinking about like we didn't like plan this before,
Mhm.
as most of our live streams anyways. So what's the route you think we should go down? Do you think we should like just like deep dive MDN or maybe W3 schools and maybe just like read the blog online and maybe do like a
Yeah,
simple
I think
website that is um that we test the accessibility with Lighthouse or something.
yeah, I think we can go the route of MDN. I think MDN has like um, good
Mm-hmm.
resources that we can yeah that we can use to like
Leverage.
navigate our way to yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Sounds good. And also, you learn things like there's actually an accessibility DOM tree. I don't know if you're aware of that, but in your browser DevTools, you can actually check your accessibility tree to see like the setup of your websites. I don't know if
Your
most people do
website.
that, but like it's actually a thing. Yeah, I would love to show that on stream. I haven't used. I don't like confession. I don't actually use that so much, but I make sure I use semantic tags well enough. But like some area labels and some way
Mm-hmm.
area things. I'm basically going to dive into those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
think those are like they are the basic building block of accessibility. So
yeah,
you're
exactly.
able to access get that.
I agree with you. So yeah. Emmanuel, sir, do you want to like talk about accessibility?
Yeah, so okay. So basically, yeah, that reminds me. Today's Dev Fest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. So as I was about to say this, I just remembered first time I went to Dev Fest, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
And we
Uh-huh.
had like there was a booth for Google or something, and they had this accessibility thing. I don't know if you remember. So they have
Accessibility.
this,
We went together.
yeah. So there was this
I
Google booth,
don't
yeah.
remember.
They were displaying stuff
Yeah.
about accessibility. Yeah, at that time, then
Yeah.
I wasn't really familiar, so I didn't really know what it means or what. So I just went there like every other person to see if I can get swags and stuff. But along the
Yeah.
line, I was listening to what the guy on the booth was trying to explain that when they are making, I think it was relating it to like phones and stuff when they are making devices and they try to make it accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Google have like several apps that work basically with accessibility and stuff. So that was for me
Yeah.
like the first time I kind of like
Heard about
heard
it.
something,
Yeah.
accessibility and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So later on, I mean um through some maybe some videos I saw this thing called accessibility that you can actually write like semantic tags, you can check your website accessibility and how. So basically, I think
Mm-hmm.
the I think accessibility is something that I mean um, it's often not really talked about well, right? So people
Yeah.
don't lay that
Yeah.
much emphasis on it here as it
Mm-hmm.
should,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
And
it's
it's
like
sad,
very very
kind of.
important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, 90% or like maybe 60% of devs now, they they find out about accessibility like later on, maybe later on along the line after learning so many stuff. They will now like,
Yeah.
oh,
Exactly.
there's something called accessibility here. Whereas it should
Yeah.
be right from the start, you should like have it at the back of your mind already while you are like learning and doing stuff. So I think accessibility is a very very useful key, right? Because when you are making a website or a product, right, you are making sure you are making it considering every type of users, right? You don't want to make it a whole.
Hmm.
Your website
Yeah.
cannot be used by this uh, type
I
of
mean,
users or
come on.
restrictions and
Yeah.
stuff.
In
Yeah.
2024. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And I think there's like a body,
Um.
I'm not sure, like a body that regulates website
Yeah. It's
accessibility.
called. They are called I think they are called Way Area. I think they are a subsection of W3C. Way Area. So Web Accessibility Initiative. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that is Way Web Accessibility. I'll actually share my screen a bit. The Web
Mm-hmm.
Accessibility Initiative. I think they manage that. An area is accessible rich
Yeah.
internet applications. If I remember
Mm-hmm.
correctly, actually, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I
I'm
learned
trying
a
to
lot of these
remember
things.
also.
I remember when I was doing front end experts by these guys. What are they called? Yes, Way Area. Yeah, they are a subsection. I was right. So they're like a subsection of W3C. I'll share my screen a little bit. So yeah, I remember when I was doing front end experts, the algo experts guys. So accessibility was one of the core things that they taught. And they actually taught it like fun fact. They taught it from HTML because um
Yeah.
it was yeah they taught it from it wasn't something that was added to maybe say after JavaScript or something. They taught it right from HTML
Exactly.
for you to know like the structure of the course, and they were able to like dive deep into things like I mean it is HTML anyways. Dive deep into things like using area labels, rows, and using things like what was it a semantic HTML, which anyways
Mm-hmm.
like a winner already because unless you're a diva, I don't know. Wait, that's actually a cool word, diva. Unless you're a diva, you can't that uses that uses like div everywhere. I mean, for example, somebody wants to build a dialogue box, you're like diving everything. Or you want to build a nav bar,
Div,
you've dived
div
everything.
your way
You want to build a
through.
footer, you want to build a footer, you're diving everything. You want to have like a body section. Main is like I mean something that we would wrap that entire thing. At least even if you use sections or something. Yeah, even section is not even used that much. People still just div
Mm-hmm.
everything. Things like what else? What other semantic tag is there? I mean section is more generic, I guess. But like at least sort of like
Yeah.
has some accessibility things, like built-in rows. But you can also use a div, but you can like
Now attach
I don't know what it
attributes.
yeah exactly, I don't know what the technical word is, but like you can just attach those area labels to it and determine the role of
Yeah.
the div, what it does. I mean that's a lot of work compared to if you would use a
Just
semantic
speaking
tag,
with the
in my
actual tag,
opinion.
yeah.
Yeah, but you can still do that if you are a diva and you obviously don't want to use. So yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, let me
Mm.
share my screen, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say something.
No, I was trying to think about how you got the name, the diva name, but it's
Yeah, I
actually a
don't know,
good name.
it just came to me. It's something I think I'll be using it a lot now. Diva. It's actually nice. It just came to me. I was like, oh, why not? Yeah. Uh. We just is active in the comments. She says like diva. So yeah,
What's the actual
I,
meaning of a diva? Wait, let me
I think
check.
a diva is somebody that wants, if I remember correctly, somebody that likes things to be done for them. Sort of like celeb vibe. Yeah, we've
Oh, a
celebrated female
celebrated
opera.
female opera singer. Oh,
Yeah, a self-important person. Yeah, this is the meaning that I was. There's like two contexts. So there's like obviously music, opera or
oh,
music
yeah, I
person,
see.
and
Yeah,
then there's self-important person who is temperamental and difficult to please.
please,
Yeah,
yeah.
this kind of looks sexist. This kind of looks sexist too. That means you can't call guys diva.
Oh,
What do
you
you call
said
a
it's
guy? What do
typically
you call a
used
male diva? What do you
for a
call
woman, but I think
a male diva?
I, maybe deep men or maybe
Oh, divo. Interesting. Okay,
what?
that's new.
What? I never heard that before. But are you sure?
Yeah, I just saw like you said it's in Italian or something. Uh, what do you call it? Male diva? Yeah, it's like exists in Italian. A male opera singer. The term diva comes from deity. Refers to much admired celebrities. And prima donna, yeah, is another word that's kind of like close to diva. So yeah, vocabulary. Just like she said a div.
Or deviation or something.
Standard deviation.
Oh god.
Okay, cool. Back to the topic of the day, because we're going to depth
Yeah.
first and stuff. Um, so accessibility, um, often abbreviated as A11Y. Probably seen A11Y around. All it means is accessibility. So
Yeah.
they are just picking this A and Y, and then they are counting the remaining letters in between, which happen to be 11. So they just call it A11Y. So as in, okay, yeah, they just explain that, yeah,
That's
the
new.
11 characters.
That's new. That's new. I just learned that. I actually used to see it, but I didn't know that was the
Yeah, like
that was
that's the
the
meaning. Like if you don't want to say internet, if you don't want to say accessibility, you just say A11Y. There's also something called internationalization. For example, if you want your website to have maybe say English, okay, they even have it here,
multiple
several
languages.
languages. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that one is called I18N. If you don't want to say
Yeah, I
internationalization, you can just say
yeah.
I18. Yeah, so same with
Oh, that makes
A11Y.
makes sense, makes sense. I used to, like I know
Yeah,
these abbreviations, but I didn't know. I just thought it was just maybe they just gave you a name like something else to call it. I didn't know
no,
it
no, no, no.
was like
It's coined from like
oh
the literal
that's
spelling. Yeah,
uh,
yeah. So you said in web development means enabling as many people as possible to use websites, even when those people are limited in some way. The web is fundamentally designed to work for all people, whatever their hardware, software,
software
language, location, or
language.
everything. Yeah, the web is for everybody. So that's why things like performance, things like accessibility tend to matter a lot because yeah, you can't
Mm-hmm.
say you need to be using a MacBook Pro or a or what else is there? Or maybe say
Or
what other
maybe a
high end computer
6G
is there?
or something.
Yeah, yeah, a 6G network before you can access
Yeah, before
my
you can
website. No,
access.
even if like your network is very damp, obviously it doesn't mean not like you don't have data at all. Like you have subscription going, but like no matter how bad your internet is, there should still be some sort
Should
of
be
like
able
progressive
to
loading.
yeah,
Yeah, like
exactly.
that the website is still accessible to that person
Mm-hmm.
regardless. And it's accessible and it's performant enough to be able to render on regardless of other devices. So like for front end devs out there, those are two parameters I actually care about a lot: performance and accessibility.
Yeah.
Um, and you also get like UX benefits from both of them. So even if you're so that when your website is it's being used by people, they actually love it and they don't just get angry and run away. The MDN Accessibility Learning Arena contains more than they even have like tutorials. Can we like
Yeah.
control click here? Oh, interesting.
You even have like testing tools, yeah.
Where? Oh, inspector, yeah. Like this is what I was referring to. Yeah, there's an inspector on your browser console that you can actually check accessibility from. They have that
Mhm.
here actually. and assessments too. That's nice. So you can actually come here for like stuff. So yeah, like I was saying, so key tutorials. Okay, this is like them highlighting some tutorials. So the link to the W3C website for
W3C.
accessibility. Yeah, for those that don't know W3C, W3 is 3C is World Wide Web Consortium. So three W's then C, World Wide
C.
Web Consortium. Yeah.
Consortium.
Um, so a good basis for accessibility HTML. So these are like content and stuff that they have here and other
Yeah.
links to documentation and ARIA as well. Accessible rich internet applications. Yeah. So yeah, this is like basics to like guide you to saying what accessibility is all about. I guess now we could this is just like automaticals I opened up. So WCAG are some other standards too as well that you can check. I think they are like WCAG testers online. Like you can use like test your website. So accessibility kind of like includes this WCAG tester. I think it helps you check like it helps you check rather like colors, if the colors on your website match, or if they're not like off-putting, things like text like font usage,
Mm-hmm.
things like if your website can be tabbed through, like you can use tab to navigate the website. For example, let's test this website. Can actually use tab here. It doesn't go to navbar, but like the tab can navigate it from what I see here. So you can just press tab, and navigate the website. So tab test is one of those tests, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah. So this is the W3C website and stuff. So the idea was also to build a fully accessible website, right? So do we just
Yeah.
like start?
Yeah, we could start. I just want to like, I mean, go over this W3 school. I mean, MDN.
Yeah, okay, let's go
Um,
out. Let's go back. Do you want to take it? Do you
yeah.
want to take it? We can go over it. Yeah. I can stop sharing.
Um,
Let me stop sharing. One sec.
so can you just give me the exact link so that
Link.
I mean, I have,
Let me
yeah,
just put it in the chat. So this one, right?
yeah,
Let me just put it in the chat. Uh, in the public chat so that everybody can access. I don't think it goes to LinkedIn though. It goes to like YouTube and I think just YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's weird. If we're using Twitch, it will be going to Twitch as well. But we use like Twitter. So yeah, I'll probably have to use like Twitter. Yeah. So that's the link. So like so many cool things. I can actually like showcase that right now. So that while Emmanuel like brings up his screen, my command option I. Let me try to like look for that accessibility. If I can remember where it is, elements. So under elements, can I see? Yeah, this is it. Yeah. So under elements, you can actually see this accessibility tree of your website. And is there a way to like inspect? Yeah, enable accessibility tree. So I can reload DevTools now. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, show source order. That like inspect. Supposed to show the accessibility tree. Move to the top right corner of DOM tree. Oh, so top right corner. Oh, so it's here now. Is that what they're saying? Oh, sorry, top right corner. This is right. Okay, this. Yeah, my bad. So you can actually see like the full accessibility tree. Wait, I'm not sharing my screen. Oh, my bad. I thought I was sharing my
can you see
screen.
my screen?
Oh, your screen. Yeah, I can see your screen here.
Okay. Um, yeah, so basically, we've gone over these ones. This one is like the HTML. Okay, a great deal of web content can be made accessible just by making sure the correct hypertext language, markup language elements are used for correct purposes at all time. Okay, so this was about the
Mm-hmm.
semantic HTML tags. Um,
Yeah.
I talked about. So basic understanding of HTML, understanding about accessibility is uh, okay. So you might just wonder why it's so important. After all, you can use the combination of CSS and JavaScript to make just about exactly. So most times, most of those semantic tags, right? Um, the reason why people kind of like don't really pay much attention to it because they feel like with CSS and maybe JavaScript, they could
Mm.
achieve, I mean, whatever it is they want, the
Yeah, exactly.
behavior or the look should be like that. But they
Hmm?
don't remember that, I mean, to the browser, there are certain things,
Yeah,
yeah, the browser kind of capability. So, like you see this now,
yeah.
play video, this is meant to be like a button. I mean, it's meant to act
It's a
like
diff.
a button, but it's a div. A div here,
Yeah.
or what did, I think someone's, yeah,
Bridget,
yeah,
yeah, Bridget said
so,
DP.
yeah, a div. So, so you put a button, I mean, a div, but you're supposed to put a button, right? So not only do HTML buttons have some suitable styling applied by default, okay? Um, activate their selection tag. Mm. Semantic when it doesn't take any longer to write than exactly. So that's the kind of the ironic part. So if you look at the time you take in just using the right tag
Actually,
and now
actually,
trying to use the wrong one and now
like,
making it, you
like
find out
you're
that
not losing anything. You're not using anything, bro.
eh, exactly, you find out that the semantic tag would have saved you a lot more time
Yeah.
than using an unsemantic tag. Right? For
And
example,
even in the cascade, and even in the cascade of
mhm,
CSS, semantic tags
yeah,
sometimes they're like user agent style sheets. The tags
yeah,
sometimes tend to have some like default styling that comes with them by native style that comes with the tags themselves,
yeah,
and some
exactly.
native already attributes are actually that come
Mm-hmm.
together with them so that you can just use those directly instead of having to maybe rely
Yeah,
on JavaScript or something. They come with native
yeah,
attributes, come with some native styling and stuff like that.
exactly what I was saying. So like a button for example. So by default, a button will have like when your cursor goes over a button, it should be pointed like clickable, right? But when you use a div,
Exactly.
you can't get
Also
exactly. You
pointer,
have to now go to your what's it called?
CSS.
Your CSS and now start. So that's the difference between using semantic and non-semantic tag. So easier to develop with, okay, better on mobile and easier to make more
Good for
effective.
SEO.
Good SEO, exactly. This is another
Yeah, really good for SEO.
another good, yeah, because with a good and a very good, I mean a very accessible website, right? Your SEO definitely to boost your SEO a lot. Because I mean these are part of the things that the search engine looks out for, right? While ranking, what's it called? While ranking your page, your web page, basically. Um, good semantics. Talk about importance of proper semantics. Okay? The goal isn't all or nothing. Every improvement you can make will help because of accessibility. Nice. I like this. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't have to say you can't do everything. Just that little improvement that you make
Yeah.
help. So text content, the screen readers, okay, content of structures. Now this is another one again. So the way you arrange your arrangement of like your text. So you have maybe a heading, you have a big tag, a paragraph, a list. So this one, I think for screen readers, when they are reading this, it will be like, okay, this is a list of items, and they read it as a list, like based on how you have arranged or you have structured your HTML, basically. Child screen readers, see, okay. If you try not get introduced, so that it's very easy to navigate. Nice. People sometimes write heavy in this paragraph. Okay. Uh, what is this? This is so terrible. What?
Oh my god.
What? Yeah, what? Why you? And this is actually something that people actually do. Like, I mean, like seriously,
Break,
people
break.
actually do this. Like, break all the way down. Even Michael Jackson doesn't break this much. Break
I mean,
down.
worst case scenario, yeah, when I actually use the break tag nowadays, it's like Markdown because Markdown, supports some HTML. But other than that,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've used break in a long time in actual like JSX or HTML or whatever. Like it's been a long time.
This one is even too much. Like, they are breaking all the way down. And we are now using a span for something that's supposed to be a
No.
heading. Use
Yeah,
another
this one is just
span.
bad.
And
It's even better if they use div. This one is just horrible. Like
I've been DV all the way down.
it might actually be good, but this is just horrible. Like
So the problem with this is that even with your responsiveness, you have issues. That's another problem, like additional problem to your accessibility problem. Because when you get to like maybe smaller devices, how do you, I don't know, how do you now start shifting content? Because you have break, everything just the,
yeah, horrible. So horrible.
yeah, well, let's see. Okay, using clear language. So, okay. Yeah, acronyms. This ABBR. There are actually some tags, some semantic
Yeah,
XML tags that, yeah, like
like code,
just
for
discover.
example.
Like, mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah,
code,
block
there's
of
like
code.
dialogue. Yeah,
There's
it's
block
like
code
yeah,
too. There's
yeah, block codes. Yeah,
address. Then, yeah,
exactly. So
there
many
are a
cool
lot
stuff.
of those like, yeah, but like people don't. I mean, I don't know if people, but like some of this stuff, you might even encounter them in like maybe an article, reading an article or something. You might not even know that they exist. Right? You just say, oh,
Yeah, another cool thing with like semantic tags. Yeah, some of them have pseudo states that you can hook into from CSS. Imagine you use the wrong tag. How would you hook into a state, for example? Like, how would you hook into some states are built into that element? Do you want to go and write some long ass
exactly,
JavaScript too? Or do you want to, well,
exactly.
you can actually, I think from CSS, you can make an element into something else. Or is that possible? Maybe if you're using like after tag. Am I tripping? No, you can't force a
I
state
think
that is not there. I don't think you can force it. I don't think you can force a state that is not there. Unless you use area from
Bridget
something.
said we like deep too much. Please, please stop being a diva or a diva. Please.
So yeah.
We're preaching a very good, yeah, a very good and a good practice. So yeah, you want to say something?
Oh no, I was just talking about like pseudo states and like stuff. Like
Yeah.
for example,
Mm-hmm.
most of these semantic elements already have built-in states that you can hook into ready for you. But imagine we're using
Yeah.
like, I mean, for a table now. I mean, worst case scenario, you should actually use a table to build a table. But now you have to go and learn table styling because I think table styling is actually different from all the normal styling,
Different
you know.
from,
When you are styling a
yeah,
table, you need to clear everything you know about styling away from your head. I mean, you go and read
yeah,
one code pen or go and read the MDN docs to start learning table style because table styling is actually different from everything you know
very
about styling.
different.
So don't think you because
Very
you know how to
different.
style, you can style tables.
I
No.
think that's the reason why most times people find a way to like use grid or maybe flex to just
Yeah, exactly. So that you just get by and move on.
just do the table and just
Jama
clear.
jama.
Because
And just move on.
exactly. So because sometimes the table styling can be very tricky. So if you're not like you don't like take time to like look at it well, might just be, why is this
Mm-hmm.
not aligning? Why is this one going to
Shout out,
center? Why is this?
shout out to those people that are building table packages and maintaining them. That's it's really amazing work what you people are doing. Shout out to all of you.
Yeah,
Stack
yeah,
table, material UI table, what other table library, and I think Ants Design. I'm not sure if they have a table, but shout out to
yeah,
all
they
of you
have
though.
it.
Like all of you, shout out to all of you. Like you guys are doing like great work maintaining a table like
Mm-hmm.
library because it's like a lot of work to actually like have a table library. Remember one time at work, they were like they gave me a table task to do, and it was crazy because I was using like I actually styled the table like wait, what was I doing? No, I did a table tag instant because obviously semantic HTML came to mind. I was like, let me actually do this and make this work. But I started running into like several issues because alignments, things with spacing, things with them not being like properly, like I don't know, positioned or something. I ran into a lot of issues there because I was trying to use like normal styling to get by because I thought, for example, you apply some like maybe width style or padding style and you think it will work.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're joking. It's probably not work. So you need to go and learn something, some other table stylings, like some spacing, something like that I started discovering and stuff. But it was a lot. I could have used table from scratch. And maybe focused on that as a feature, but like obviously I had to like move fast. And I just noticed in the library, in the projects rather, that they already had material UI. So I just imported that and in like 2 3 minutes, I already had like the table styled and looking good and properly responsive. I moved on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the good thing about table packages. You don't even have to bother about um, mobile side. I mean, responsiveness. You just know you are going to pick up, I mean, import the table package, and then if you have your own
Mm-hmm.
theme styling or configuration you need to do, just attach to it, and then you pass your data, your table data, and then you're able to go. So
Yeah,
that's how easy we
exactly.
made table. So yeah, once again, shout out to everyone out there making these things easier for us. But that being said, it's also good to actually know how. I mean, try to like
Yeah, the
see
semantic
for yourself.
table element. Yeah,
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 semantic
exactly.
approach. Yeah, so it's also a good idea too. And I also remember when I was doing, I mean, at my workplace, we wanted to do like email templates, right? And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then my lead was like, oh, the best approach to do this is using a table to said
Okay.
something about, yeah, he said something about I don't know, email browser readability or something. So it's better to
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
yeah, everything you're building in template to be a table, right, in a table
Mm-hmm.
form.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
at the time I wasn't really familiar. Oh, maybe because I've done email template before, but I didn't have to use table anymore. So
Mm.
I kind of like went back to like do like a research, and I saw that, oh, so before they used to have, they used to build out website before with just tables.
With tables. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so,
That's
so
fact.
things
I
evolved.
saw that too
Yeah,
as well.
and then
Yeah.
things evolved
Funny
now.
how
So
funny I
yeah,
never saw any of those old sites. Maybe there's a website. Maybe there's an archive somewhere where all these old websites are
yeah,
hosted. I
they
would like to
should. I
inspect.
think
I'd like to inspect some of them to see what they used. Like sometime. Maybe you can do that on a separate stream.
yeah. So I think the main point was that most website versions, right, support fully support table and anything. So it's like a way of being on the safe side at home, no matter what
Mm-hmm.
browser version you use to
Yeah.
like receive the
Mm-hmm.
mail or something. You
Yeah.
always Yeah, you always get it. It's not like maybe there's an outdated I don't know, outdated tab or something that have not been, yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. So we
I
had to
agree.
use tables, and yeah, it was stressful. It was very, like, you see this table styling, you have to be patient when you're styling table. You have to be
Yeah.
very
If you are
patient.
not patient, No, I think the idea is that people already think that okay, I know enough CSS to style anything. So why is this giving me problem?
Mm.
Maybe you need to switch your mindset away from that
Mm.
and switch your
Switch.
mindset
Like,
towards I actually don't know anything. Then now learn
yeah, like
properly.
exactly.
It's a
That
mindset thing, just a
like
mindset switch.
for real, you can make a change. Maybe you just want to switch, maybe adjust it, maybe padding or something. And then that change you make will just instantly affect maybe whatever is on top or something. Like
Just
if
break
it's
several
just vanish
things.
and you'll be like, what have I
How
done?
is
And then,
because it doesn't
no,
make sense. So you need to make sense out of it essentially. So
exactly. You'll be like,
so that you
I've
don't
not touched
don't
anything now. What? Nah,
yeah.
you know, no. Um,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, we
we
should like
have,
start like a
uh,
simple HTML file soon though.
yeah,
When we're
yeah,
done.
yeah.
Or what do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can even start now. So,
Okay.
um, do you want to do that on your end or should I?
Oh, I thought you were still like going through this though, like to show some things. Aside is another OG tag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the header, yeah, the header. I think the difference between the header and the nav is like the nav is like obviously your navigation, like you have
Mm-hmm.
links about all those kind of stuff on your website.
Yeah.
Right? So like in navigation, you route to different web pages. So everything will be in the nav.
Mm-hmm.
And then the header
Yeah.
is usually like your, I mean, whatever it is that comes at the top of your page, maybe like a
Yeah.
banner or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the header makes sense. And then you
Stays,
now
yeah.
have your
Mm-hmm.
main. So your main is like content, actual content of that page.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not always maybe the content of the whole website, but like of the page, of the specific page.
Yeah.
So you have your
Yeah.
main and you have article and you also have aside. So aside is like maybe you have a small section. Sometimes it could be maybe a
Mm-hmm.
sidebar, like a small
Yeah.
section of your main page. Yeah.
Or like that thing on Wikipedia. There's
Yeah.
always like
Yeah,
on the side.
exactly.
Like I don't know if you know that.
On the
Yeah.
side of yeah, small.
Yeah.
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 So that process and then you have your footer. Your footer is basically the bottom content of your page. So very easy. So these are you section your page. And I don't know, in between your main, you could also have sections, right? So maybe a specific section for this specific one, that one.
I agree.
Yeah, another consideration when creating layout is using HTML semantic element as seen above. Okay, you can create a layout without using nested div. This is for our divers but it's better to use appropriate section element to wrap your main navigation with the creating content stream article. Right? So this provides extra semantics for screen readers and other tools to give users extra clues about content that they are navigating. Okay. So also aside from screen readers, there are always like web scrapers, right? Like sort of like AI tools that scrape the website. So these
Or
tools are
bots.
also good. Yeah, but exactly. They are also good that they can help the AI be able to easily navigate and then find whatever it wants to get. Yeah, whatever information it wants to get from the website. Barrier controlling. This is the keyboard accessibility. So this was what we were showing an example of using like your tab to navigate.
Yeah.
So
Somebody has a question. Yeah, absolutely. Bridget is asking, can I have payment? Yeah. No, wait, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I thought you
Can you
meant
wrap
can I have a
in?
section? I thought you meant can I have a section with the men? I'm hungry. Sorry, I need to go and eat. Yeah, yeah. Semantically, no, it's not. It's not very. No, main should be like top level stuff. Yeah, from like
Mm-hmm.
meanings to like their
So
semantics actually.
yeah.
Yeah,
So like your
means like
section should be inside your main,
inside the
something like
main.
that.
Yeah,
So
so I
that
can have
makes
like
sense.
sections. And there's also something cool with section here. Like so, for example, if you've seen all those websites where there's like single page navigation by section, where there will be like a fragment attached. Section
Yeah,
is
yeah,
actually a good
yeah.
use case for that. You just give it an ID or something, and I think you just
Or
be
a name.
navigating from section to section
Mm-hmm.
within main time. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have any other questions, I mean, for our audiences,
Yeah, yeah, just
you
drop
can
it.
always
Also,
feel
Bridget
free
has
to
been
drop.
super active today. Shout out to Bridget. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out. Been active. Somebody said
Yeah.
Anchor
So
links.
okay. Yeah. So the this is like for buttons. I think for also for inputs. Because can press enter and return. Okay. Essentially going to be created by using appropriate elements. Okay. So also this one for a form, so when you use a form and then you use like what's it called? You have like a submit
Uh,
button.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
so
like
most times
submit button automatically does like submission
mm-hmm,
for you. You don't even need to do.
you don't
If you
need to
just put a
do like
button there, it
much.
just knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it does the submit. So far it is within a form, and yeah, we are good to go. You don't have to stress about
Also,
attaching maybe a
select.
listener or something.
Select are some things that I
Yeah,
faced in the past because select renders in like the shadow DOM. I don't know if you've heard of the shadow DOM, but the shadow DOM is kind of like a
yeah.
how would I put this? A quasi DOM, kind of like a DOM, but not but like it's but there are certain elements that
I,
render in shadow DOM that you can't use
mhm.
CSS to change some features of. So select has some weirdness that sort of like prevent some styling to work on it. But maybe there's a way from for CSS that I'm not very sure of. Try if I like do some research online, I'll find something. But the last time I tried
Mhm.
making, I can't remember what styling change I was making. But like
Yeah.
I ate this I ate like this dead end of like oh you can actually style this because this exists within the shadow DOM and some stuff like that.
I think um I've had an experience with Shadow Dome before. But I'm trying to remember I'm trying to remember what the scenario was. I know I had one. I think when you go to your developer tools, you are going to see it's going to show you that this is Shadow Dome or something.
Yeah, yeah,
I can't
exactly.
remember what.
Mhm.
I can't remember. I can't remember. But when I
Yeah,
know that,
there's a
but
way
I
to
know
go
I
to the
had
shadow DOM from
yes,
DevTools,
I
yeah.
know I had one experience with it before. But it wasn't
Hmm.
selective, but it was something else, but I just can't remember. Yeah, but
Yeah, there are
select is
several
also
elements
very
like
good.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So select is also like a very good semantic tag, right? So instead of doing, I mean, you want to do a drop down or I don't know, a select, yeah, a select drop down or something, and you want to do deep, you now go and style in CSS and use JavaScript and say when you click open, double and open.
Select is technically kind of like an input. So you can attach an unchange to select and grab
Mm-hmm. And grab
data from it.
the exactly
But no,
selected
but no, some people
paragraph.
want to go and use some people want to go and use divs and now go and create. Well, it's because we use things like React and frameworks nowadays. Because normally if it was
That
native HTML, where will you create your state? okay, well, you can create a variable
Exactly.
though, but like it will
Can
be too
create a
many variable
variable.
manipulations. Maybe
So
like in
you
an
now,
object or something.
yeah. So you now have what's it called? You now do on click toggle, open and close. Then on select now add. So those ones, I mean, it's good, sha. It's not good, no, it's not good. But I mean, what I'm
Or
trying to say is
you
that
build,
you are going to spend more time doing that than just
yeah,
using
you
something
may build
that
some sort of
out of
like
the box.
I don't know, skills. You may build some skills actually, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
worth it. Well, it may be worth it because it's a good learning experience and it will work
Yeah,
anyways. It's not like it's not work,
yeah.
but semantically,
And you know that
probably makes more.
when people use like all these design packages, maybe like Ant
Mm,
Design or
yeah,
Mastrider,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
import or use the drop down and
Hmm.
stuff. They don't know that when you check the core code of those packages, they use this command, they use select and all this stuff
No, no.
to build
Actually, though, some of them use
to
divs though.
build some
Like
of them.
I've inspected the code to that level and seen some of them using divs.
So, but I
I
think
think it's because of
I
some shadow
inspected
DOM. I
one.
think it's called that shadow DOM stuff. Okay, which one?
Mm-hmm.
At least which one I
I think
inspect
it
that
was
was
Ant Design I inspected.
they use select,
Yeah, they use select. But obviously they
but
would
maybe
have
not
done
for the
like,
entire thing.
yeah,
There is some
they
div
would have
somewhere.
done like some,
Mm.
I don't know, like a wrapper
Global
overlay for that.
CSS that'll make some
So
styles
because and
apply
yeah, and the reason why they do that is so that because they are making the style a bit dynamic so that you can also pass your
your own
own
style. Yeah, yeah, class
yeah,
name.
so they have to like
Yeah,
put like a lot of wrappers and stuff to make it. So
yeah, actually.
it's just some I mean if you're even going to do maybe a simple HTML and CSS for starter, this one is not very bad, right? And the way the select works is that even without styling, it has its own you know, it has its own default styling, right? That maybe if you try to access it on maybe a mobile device, each of them have their own. I mean, iOS, Android,
Yeah,
different
yeah.
devices. They have how the select looks like, and it's very simple
Mm-hmm.
and nice, like a normal
iOS
without any
Safari.
style.
Oh
So
no, let's no. I said it's this year. I'm making a PR to Safari, to WebKit rather, and I don't know what that PR is. It's probably to delete the code base of GitHub or something. Maybe that will be the PR. My PR will just be remove
no,
rm-rf WebKit,
no,
and I'll make the PR.
you just have to. No, you have to. It's better to like send them a just send a direct message that oh they are trying to file a petition something to take down Safari.
Take WebKits down. Let's
Yeah,
just give V Safari. That their engine is not it's like Safari is
yeah,
so
take
stressful.
WebKit down. So,
I think there was some issues with the latest Velt release where was it Rich Harris that was complaining on Twitter. So Rich Harris was like they tested the features that they shipped with Velt 5. I think when Velt 5 shipped earlier, they all worked on
mm-hmm.
Chrome, everything worked on Firefox and even other browsers. But then they forgot to check Safari for some reason. And could you believe that most things they shipped were not even working in Safari? It was so annoying. So they had to like push
Yeah,
the ship, the release rather to like the next day or so.
I mean, I like to think of it as being unique, sure, but some things just don't make sense. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's just things. Um, so we have
So
this one is just from controls.
I think we should like
That's
get
stuff.
dirty, get our hands dirty, and try something.
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
let's say get dirty. How was that?
Done.
Get our hands dirty.
Uh, yeah,
Hmm. Over 109 people streaming right now. Thank you all for joining. You guys are awesome.
yeah, amazing, amazing. Um, let's see. Okay, can you let me stop sharing so that you can bring up your
Hmm.
screen and start.
Let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Awesome. So let me just make a directory. Accessibility. So me.ts, we're like building an accessible website.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be writing raw HTML for those in the audience. If you are one of those people that skipped to React, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but yeah, we're going to be writing raw HTML. So yeah, bear with us. If you're one of those people that
Yeah.
skipped to React, and maybe what?
I have a
You just say
special
something.
friend. Yeah, I said I have a special friend that did completed HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in a week. Or was it even less than a week too? So it was like,
That's not always makes you laugh. And somebody
so it
said they
was
are
like,
done with
oh,
front end.
I started HTML today. I was like, oh, nice, good luck. And Emmy says, oh, vanilla, yeah, let's have it, yeah. So I was like, oh, you started HTML today. Oh, nice, good luck. And then by the end of the day, I mean, the next day or by the end of the day, I was like, oh, I think I'm good with HTML. I was like, oh, that was fast. And I was like, yeah, that just say, oh, nice, nice. And then he went the next day. He was like, ah, CSS. Like 2 days or so, he was like, done CSS. I was like, bro, what have you done? Like, what have you done? At that time, I've done I've already done like maybe a year or so into. I've gone a year or so into like programming and stuff, and I'm like, I'm still even struggling. Me that I've done this amount of time, I'm still struggling with it. And you said you had done with CSS. What do you mean you had done? Like, yeah, guys.
Somebody
Like,
told me one time that they are done with front end. I was like, oh, nice. You're done with front end.
I was like,
So you can
okay.
build Discord. You can build Discord. You can build Slack. You can build, I don't know, Wix or something like that, like website builders and stuff. Like you are that good. So it's like, you're done with front end. For you?
I was like, okay. And then before you know, he says JavaScript too. The end of the week is done. So when you know that
That JavaScript one is even a
CK,
scam. That way, if
when
it tells you, anybody even tells you they finish JavaScript, that one is a scam, clearly.
when you know that this what's it called? The learn become a full stack or become a front end in 2 days is a scam. Is that when that person is done with the hook in it, you now bring an idea to the person that okay, do this. So most times what they are always focused on or what they are always good at is maybe the
11
example
hour course.
or what was done
Uh,
in whatever it is that they used. So that
11-hour
specific
course.
one, yeah, that specific one that was done, but once you take that one that they have done and now make small changes,
Something
you give
different.
them just say,
Exactly.
okay, this now make it to be like this. And that's when you know that there's a
They
fundamental
are wrong.
problem.
There's a wrong way to learn and there's a right way to learn. And it was in tech,
Exactly.
I guess, like watching tech courses that made me like sort of delineate those two things. Because
Mm-hmm.
the idea with like whatever you are learning is that you should be able to break that thing that you've learned from that course and fix it by yourself. It's only that time you know that you understand whatever was done there. If you cannot break it and
Yeah,
fix it by yourself, you are just
exactly.
following courses or
Exactly.
do it without even watching the video by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing learned though.
So most
So
times when
that leads to
when you
real
learn,
help.
like yeah, like for example, now when I learn something, I try to like make a change. Okay, if what if this was not like this? What if I wanted it to be this other way? Or what if the requirement was for it to do this and not do that? So make a bit of tweak. And if you're able to get that, you know that oh, you actually understand what you're trying to implement. So
Yep.
because you can't expect that whatever it is you are going to do, whatever tax or whatever thing you want to build, It always come in a specific format, right? It depends on what you want to achieve, right, at that point, or what your client or the person you're working with wants to achieve. So that depends on how you're going to go about it. So that's just basically. So we're
Agreed.
ready to go in, right?
Yeah, ready to dive in. I'm just going to share. I'm going to share. Like I'm going to give you the live share
Okay.
link now so that you can join.
Oh, you already have. Is this Copilot?
I think it's one of tab 9 or Copilot, one of the two that is doing this. I don't actually don't know which one is doing it. But I have
This
tab
is
9 and I
bringing
have
everything.
Copilot.
This is bringing everything out of the box.
uh okay, there's the uh no private chat, sorry. Um yep, sent to you. Sugar Billy that guy. So yeah, when it's going to build like a what do you think? Build like a simple, I don't know, HTML site that just has I don't think we necessarily need to style it. We just need to check the accessibility tree and use some area labels and stuff. But like essentially a simple
Mm-hmm.
HTML site that
Yeah.
is accessible as a nav and other things, and then we like like delineate some of these like websites and some of these common tags and stuff and their attributes that makes them more accessible. Maybe maybe even show using just divs how the right way to using div. The right way to be a diva essentially. So the wrong way to be a diva is you just writing divs without caring. So we're going to, we should show you the right way to be a diva if you want to be a diva, so that you can actually know how to be a diva and what you need to be to be a diva. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a diva.html. Actually, diva.html. Have you joined?
Um. Yeah. One sec. Yeah, I joined. I think I joined already.
Oh, did we just lose Mano? Are you still there, Mano? Can you still hear me? I'm not sure if you're still here. But yeah, so I'm just going to essentially show you like a few semantic tags. We'll build like a simple website that just does something, and then we'll show you like the accessibility tree so that you can so that we can show how that works and how that should be inspected and stuff. And then we divide the HTML, we just like show maybe us just using divs, and then with divs we're actually like maybe using some
Sorry,
area
Toby.
labels. Yeah, sure, no problem.
I lost you for a while.
Yeah, you're back now, I think.
Yeah, I'm just trying to join. I don't know it's taking me a while. Life pay.
Oh, not live here.
Sorry. Life shit.
Yeah.
Taking a while. Yeah. Uh,
I don't know.
um,
Uh, yep. Shout out to those of you that subscribe
can
to
you?
Tobiloba. Yep, you're saying. I
Sorry,
share
can
you the
you
link
like
again.
share? Yeah, that one is saying something about post.
Sure. Let me just end this session. Shout out to all this man, man. Have you joined? Doesn't seem like you've joined though. Are you like lagging? Like is your network lagging or something? Or is it mine? Let me.
Yeah, still loading. Takes time these days to load up.
I think you're in though. Okay, you're not in yet.
Still loading. But you can continue though. You can continue once
Yep.
I'm in. Just you will know. I'll let you
So
know.
simple website. Has a header. Uh, it has a main, and it has a footer. I mean, every website has like this basic structure at least. So there's a header, there's a main, and there's a footer. That's all your content lives in. So in your header, you can then have something like say nav or something. So nav is another they call this like group tags. Yeah, they call them grouping tags. So there's like different kinds of tags in HTML. There's grouping tags, there's generic tags, and then there's self-closing tags. Yeah, I think that's another category though. I think there's like full tags and then there's self-closing tags. That's one category of tags. And then there's like when you now come to elements, there's not like um what's it called? There's not like grouping elements and then there's like single elements or something. If I remember, I think my memory is too wonky there, but like conceptually, yeah, you get the idea. So these ones are like grouping tags. So I mean, the use case for them is not to hold contents directly. So you're not supposed to use a header tag to say hold maybe a text or
The
maybe hold
text or something. Yeah.
yeah, or something like that. So you're supposed to hold like a block of content together. So that's the way they work. So in your main tag, you can have like
I'm still getting
sections.
the joining
What do you say?
sessions and
You say something.
right. Yeah. Yeah, I said the saying the collaborate the host is not like the link we
Yeah.
shared. I don't know
Do I
why
need
the
to give you a new
timeshare
link?
is having.
It's kind of weird though. The link is.
Yeah.
I sent you another one though for a new session. But yeah, like I was saying, so in your main tag, you can have your section, you can have divs in there. Um, holding content. They're also grouping tags. So div, as much as we use it a lot, div can be a grouping tag, can be for a single tag. So it's like a generic element, sort of. Yeah, in HTML. And then yeah, your footer can actually have like I don't know, divs or something. So like help you with content. I think you can have a nav in your footer too as well. So like maybe for example, say there's like a navigation within your footer, like maybe a bunch of links that navigate around your website, and that maybe you sort of like need that like semanticness there in your footer. You can still put a nav there. If there's a nav in your footer by chance. Essentially, these semantic tags come up based on use case. So depending on what you're actually trying to do, you like choose these tags to do those stuff for you. Um, so nav can be in the footer. So this could be like a simple setup for a website. And in your nav, you can probably have like an unordered list for your links or something. Maybe an unordered list. then a bunch of list items. I can use my intelligence here to I can leverage my intelligence here to like just do this. But wait, what? My intelligence doesn't work as it should. How did I do that? So, oh, I think it's times five. I'll do like times five. Yeah, like this. Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad. So I can do like intelligence like this. He said, "Oh, I thought nav was one other. You can use nav in your footer too. Nav is navigation. That's like the technical meaning. So it
Yeah.
depends on wherever you do have a navigation, you use nav. So it's not just it's not there's no strictness in that regard. I mean that's why they are semantic. That's why they are semantic, right? Because semantic means meaning. So not there's no like strict syntax or anything. So depending on what you want to do, they determine whether or not you use these tags. So that's why it's semantic. Yeah. So let's say I can have a bunch of links here. I can have an A tag in here or something. Um, now with A tags, you need an href, and then you need I think they can use like some referral no opener or something like that. Yeah, you can actually use some referral policy no opener or something like that. No opener, I think. Or am I missing something? There's a tag that we use. So that one is just like for like SEO stuff. To handle whether or not you want the where the link was clicked from to be able to be tracked. So it's something like that. You can do that from HTML. So HTML has like so many capabilities that you probably are not very that you would even be
Familiar
wondering whether
with.
or not
Yeah.
it's possible. Yeah, semantic. That's why it's good to use semantic tags or something. So yeah, so I can probably put a bunch of links here. Say uh home should probably navigate to this page. This page says section one. Uh, let's say section one. I can probably have like another A tag here, say about and some other crap like that. Uh, let's say put this here one, two, three, four, and maybe like section one, section two, section three, section four, section five. So another list that holds my links. We can probably flex them, grid, use a grid or whatever. Those are like layout stuff. So this can be about contact, maybe code of conduct. I don't know. What else do you need? Like uh, I don't know, call to action, call to action, maybe like CTA or something. Call to action, and maybe like footer something. I don't know. Bottom, maybe links or something. Yeah. So like your website. So yeah, you can actually have like something like this and I'm actually using so far so good. I've been using semantic tags to like hold my content to see whatever it is that website holds. I can actually go live from here. So if I went live, I want this to be on display. So let me actually do I have my browser here? Uh, it's coming on the other screen. I need a browser. Yep. Yeah, this can just be here. So I can just go here. So for example, now that I'm here, so let me come back to the stream here. Now that I'm here, I can just like, I don't know, activate this accessibility tree. And the accessibility tree, we see like, what do we have here now? We see like banner. Yeah, banner is like something I think header has by default within it or something.
Mm.
Um Navigation, we see a navigation, we see that it shows like we have a list. It shows us that we have a bunch of list items. It's also giving us like so there are these like titles, area labels that is telling us that they are not specified. We can actually specify that even though we are using um a semantic tag. So it tells us that we have like a link inside that link. Inside that list item, a list marker. That's what's here. So a bunch of other things focusable through the link, static text. So like
The
they're like
role
nodes,
also.
for example. Yeah, the role as well. Yeah, the role link exactly. So for this list, for example, we knows the role is a list. You can probably put a bunch of other things like area labeled by just for like further accessibility. It sees the main tag too. It sees that we have a generic inside. What is that generic inside our main? We have section
Section.
and we also have a div. So I think it just sees both of them as generic. Or maybe I should just put I can just try putting a p tag in both of them. Maybe like lorem 10. I can put like a p tag here as well. Lorem 20. Let's refresh this again, see what happens. So we see that inside the main, it recognizes paragraph directly inside um section. I think it sees those section and div as generic tags, so it actually doesn't
Mm-hmm.
render them
Using
like I
render
mentioned.
them.
So paragraph, yeah, so paragraph shows up static text inside. This paragraph also shows up, it's a static text. Then there's content info at the bottom, which is footer. Why doesn't it recognize footer as like footer? That's kind of weird. Uh, Maybe we should look that up. Why is footer content info and accessibility tree is a landmark to this used to identify a page footer? Oh, actually, it's like a thing. So it's
Mm-hmm.
actually like the actual name for a footer in the accessibility tree. So landmarks can be used by assistive technologies to quickly identify and navigate to large sections of the document. It should only include one top level content info landmark row per page, which makes sense anyways. You don't want like multiple footers anyways. It's kind of weird. And it also says Grammarly on the accessibility tree too. That's crazy. So yeah, and it also says that we have a navigation inside that we specify. So generic doesn't come up because div is not recognized. But for us to actually like make div show up, probably need to like use aria, I don't know, role or something. Is that like role? Aria role description, then like footer. Does that like work? Let me see. Paragraph. I'm not very sure of this area labels, so let me see. I'm just like seeing if it's oh, it didn't show up. So yeah, we need to do like a crash course on area labels to see how they work. Let me just go to MDN straight up. 20 should go back. Uh, so let's go to MDN, take a quick crash course on area labels. So area labels, MDN. So area is web accessible rich internet applications. That's the meaning of. Oh yeah, they even mentioned that here. So you have like one footer elements, and then they showed the meanings on there. So landmarks. So each one of these elements actually have like something called like landmarks within the page that the page recognizes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that the accessibility tree recognizes and stuff. Uh, yeah, I'm just looking for like area labels so that we can play around with a few of them. There's something called area label. String that we can use to name an element as long as the element's rule does not prohibit naming. Interesting. Is that a thing? So some of these area label is not supported in some of these elements. So just look at them. I didn't even know definition. What's that? Interesting. But it linked me to area document structural rules. So structural description. There's like caption, fig caption. I think I know caption is used for like yeah in a table. I've used caption in like tables before. So if you want to caption your table, you actually use caption or fig or I'm not exactly sure. Subscripts even. Yeah, like for example, you want to do like all those chemistry stuff. So like maybe
H2O.
H2O or
Uh,
yeah or something. You can actually use like
that's sub,
subscript.
and then there's superscript. Like
Superscript, exactly.
use the power of
Yeah.
the
So some of these guys don't support labels attributes. So But yeah, so the way it's used, so you can actually label it to know, for example, what does it do? So it's like close, something. I'm actually looking for area that's sort of like the area for specifying what an element should do. Maybe I can actually determine area row description. So in area row description, it defines a human readable auto localized description of the role of an element. Yes. Okay, this is good. You can actually do like area row description. So I can determine what the role of an element
So,
is.
so the
So
role
for
is going
example,
to be yeah.
yeah, so for example, I came here and did like role, say paragraph. Let's see what's that. Let's see what that translates to. Oh, it shows up now. It shows up now.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. You can actually control the element like that. I just give it the role of a
Yeah.
paragraph, and now it recognizes it as a paragraph, and it still sees the navigation as navigation. But obviously, I can also do area description. From what I saw here, I can determine what that element does. I can use like area description. And there's also described by, for example, if you have an element that describes what this element does, you can give that element a name. Oh no, I think there's a way you can connect both of them. You can do like an area described by and area description something for to control a certain other element within the
But I think they
accessibility
have to be
tree or
grouped. They have to be. I think they have to be grouped for it to be able to do.
within the same
It's not the
level. I'm
same.
not exactly
Yeah,
sure.
within the same.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the level. I'm not sure if level affects too. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, if the name matches, it could, there's a possibility that it could still work, but maybe there's a level nuance to it. I'm not exactly sure if there's like a criteria for that, because I don't actually use that a lot. So area row description, for example, I can determine what this row does. So I can say maybe footer stuff. I don't know. Can I just write any string there, or does it have to be? I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, I can just write any string I want. That's nice. See, this is like super cool. I don't know, Emmanuel, do you want to get in on this
So
and
what's
try
the
a few things?
difference?
This is actually nice.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to. I think I most of this stuff are pretty new to me, sha, but I think I'm trying to see how everything all works. So what's the difference between? Can we check like the label, area label?
Oh yeah, so label. So
So
I
let's
think
see what
let me close this one. Label. That will be
you can
here.
just search. Okay.
Yep. So label defines a string value that can be used to name an element as long as the element's role does not prohibit naming. Oh, so you mean difference between area
Oh,
label and
so
area description? Is that what you're asking?
yeah, yeah.
It's only supported on interactive elements, widgets, landmarks, images, and iframes.
Images and icons.
Yeah. You also need to consider area labeled by. So what does area labeled by do? Attributes defines the element or element that labels the element it is applied to. Oh, so area labeled by to reference other elements on the page to define an accessible name. For elements that don't have native support for assisting elements, provide an accessible name for them. So element gets the accessible name from their inner content. For a button, this or this comes from the text between the opening and the closing tag. Oh, I see. Interesting. So you can do like an area
Yeah.
labeled by tag for this span, for example, to provide an accessible name for a checkbox input by using the text content. Because for example, if you have like I don't know, maybe some sort of elements that doesn't actually have a name within the accessibility tree, but you want it to have a name. So that maybe when you're using a
Mhm.
screen reader or something, it can be like maybe drop down or sidebar or something like that. That could be nice. So you can actually write any common, any what's it called? Any what's the word I'm looking for? Any custom name rather.
Yeah. I- So, but it takes the like by default if it doesn't pass if you don't pass area label, does it take the content? Like, is there something
So you mean
about
if
the
you use both of them?
content between?
Yeah. There are certain elements. There are certain elements that um take the contents within their text. Not
Mm-hmm.
all elements rather. So just a
Yeah,
few of them.
that makes sense.
I think they listed them out here. If I They listed the elements that take those. Uh, the Wait, I just saw that now though. Or was that on a different page?
I think
Uh, that can be associated with the object. Is a button contain an SVG icon without any text or something? Maybe it wasn't labeled by. I saw that. Okay, so this is it here. Oh no. I think that was unlabeled by. Like I said, because I clicked the link to come here. Some elements get the accessible name from their inner content here. So
okay. Yeah.
yeah. So area level is another one. Defines the hierarchical level of an element within a structure. Levels of hierarchy appear in headings, trees, nested. So how does area level work? There's an attribute which indicates to assistive technologies that the element should be treated as a heading. For example, div row heading, area level 1, defines the div as being the main heading of the page. A level 2 heading defines the area level will be the first subsection. Oh, this is nice. So many cool things you can actually apply to elements
Yeah.
to like these area labels, this area states rather. No, they are called states and properties. These area states actually that can give to your elements to determine what they do, like some metadata like type of stuff though. So like sort of like give more
Yeah.
information to
Exactly.
assistive technologies to your website, to help with like things like SEO and stuff like that. So I think this is really nice though. And then in this place, it grabbed the root web area. It grabbed I think it grabbed some information from even the meta tags they had
Yeah.
here. So it called the root web area. So it grabbed title of the page. It also grabbed it gave it a focusable state of true, and then it gave us the link to the page, which is essentially this slash index.html.
Yeah.
That's nice. So yeah, there you have it. You can actually view your accessibility. So all you have to do, the way I enabled it, I just came here. So if you go to your elements tab, I can just toggle it off. So if you go to your elements tab on your dev tools, you can just come to accessibility. I'm already on it, that's why. And you just enable this. So when you enable it, this person figure icon
So
will appear.
yeah, I think
So
this is the icon for accessibility.
yeah, exactly. So you can just click on this and toggle between your normal DOM and your accessibility
Yeah.
tree. Yeah,
Accessibility.
yeah, see that in action. There's like pretty cool stuff. Damn, 1 hour 30 minutes in. Honestly, I think we already covered that. I don't think I need to create this diva file because with the diva file, we already saw that you can do things like
You can do like
giving roles and stuff.
given the
Yeah,
roles and
so we
yeah.
don't actually need,
So it's still
yeah,
kind of the
to know
same.
that same thing here within this page. So you can actually see like so many cool things that you can actually like achieve by just using area labels, and you can like use that to measure accessibility, and it's baked into your dev tool. So you can actually just be tracking your website to like improve accessibility of it, and um
Yeah.
maybe use some assistive technologies online, or maybe try tabbing through your website. For example, I'm tabbing through this right now. uh okay, this is
Yeah.
tabbing through my entire browser, but like I can just tab through this. So many cool things you can do if you give this like sections and give them like tab index. So there's something called tab index you can give to elements. If you give them tab index, they will also be
It will also
tabbable. Yeah, I think that's the word, tabbable. They will also be tabbable.
I
So
wasn't
yeah.
really convinced about the English, but I'll take.
Yeah, so many cool things like I mentioned that you can actually use and learn from, like you doing building an accessible website to like showcase some of these like cool stuff, and out there in the wild. And now you have like and now you
And
do know that there's a dev tools that
yeah.
you can use to accompany yourself.
Mm-hmm. I must say I've actually learned quite a lot. But like so many stuff I mean
Me
I've
too.
heard before, but I didn't really know
Mhm.
yeah
Yeah.
how they were working on. Yeah.
You're breaking though. Is it just me?
I think, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I think by some measure we've been able to accomplish uh, our tasks for the live stream today.
Yeah.
So even though our website is not looking all that,
I mean, that
uh,
was not the idea.
yeah,
Looks was not the
yeah,
idea at the moment. It was just to target
yeah.
like certain
So just to get
usability
exactly.
stuff. Yeah.
Mhm. So and as you can see, there are like a lot of other stuff we do to like improve on this. You just have to
Mm-hmm.
know the right thing to attach, or the right attribute, or the right semantic tags to use, those sort of things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that will cut you a lot of stress, help you a lot
Yeah.
with SEO and a lot of things. So I think so far it's actually been a good session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a good one. And we
Yeah, I
had a
agree.
lot of interactions today, especially from Bridget and
Shout out to
Cynthia.
her.
Yeah, shout out to us.
I
Just
mean,
I think
shout out to
yeah.
Samuel.
Mm-hmm. Samuel too, yeah, Samuel Uku, yeah, Emmy.ts, yeah. So I think today's action has been a good one. Uh,
Yeah.
so I think one of these days we should be doing like I don't know, we should have like an interactive check session with like the audience.
Yeah. Like an AME.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah. I think it would be nice. Yeah, it's like an AME to like
Yeah.
answer your dev questions and be like uh yeah, like dev doctors or something to like answer your dev questions. I mean, we might basically be looking
Someone,
up your answers online and just reading
yeah.
stuff, but at least we'll be like give you like expert insights and stuff. I mean, based on our own knowledges. Yeah.
Mhm. Someone, I saw someone on Twitter that the person's username is tech therapist. So,
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that applies or how that works out.
Maybe we can bring tech therapist on actually.
Okay. Yeah. So it's been good and it's been fun. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
same here.
I think what's next now, yeah, is to prep for uh, their first year. To prep to start.
Yep. So if you are coming back to them first, come to my talk. I'm actually talking about semantic caching in AI using Upstash Vector. It's a really cool topic that I think you should actually get to learn about. Like really amazing topic. You'll actually see me optimizing like an AI response time and like leveraging like a sort of KV store that Upstash has. So Upstash is a company that does like serverless Redis. They have like so many like they have like this cool stuff called semantic cache that I'll be showcasing live with some models, some LLMs rather, and optimizing their response times and stuff. So yeah, you should come by. I think it's like 3 p.m. at their first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Uh, I guess that's pretty much it for today. Thank you all for joining, for being awesome, and for showing up to this today's live stream as well. You guys are like OGs. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So now I'm going to go and get something to eat and enjoy my weekend. Because you still have to enjoy your weekend regardless. Don't be like us. Don't be doing 12-hour live streams or 1 hour 30-minute live streams on your weekends when you should be enjoying time and spending time with your family. So yeah.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely don't try this at home. Definitely. I
Okay.
I've had like
Yeah.
I've had like a very hectic week somehow. or yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, like crazy week. Yeah, we
yeah,
still
to
came, we
run up.
still came by and
Mhm.
turn up, and yeah. I mean, like consistency is key, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, okay. All right.
yeah. So
Bye everyone. Oh yeah, I
yeah,
wanted to say
one
something.
last shout out. Yeah, I wanted to do like a last shout out to like everyone. Yeah, I think we had 154 currently. So
Yeah,
yeah,
people
massive
streaming.
shout out to you
Yeah,
guys. Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, if you guys will know, yeah, the live stream is actually pointless without
I mean, it's just be boring. No
it's
pointless essentially, but it's be boring.
yeah,
Like
the boring exactly.
audience interaction. But I mean, we still do what we want to do anyways, and like
Yeah.
build cool stuff.
So and yeah, so yeah, kudos to everyone, and I hope we're learning along the line because that's like what the live stream is about, to build stuff and learn in the process. So if you're
Yeah,
also like, I mean, if you're also taking stuff from what we're doing here and maybe on your own you want to like try stuff out, you can tag us on socials, maybe Twitter, LinkedIn,
share
share with us
ideas.
what
Yeah,
yeah
maybe you
what
think we
you
should talk about.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So and yeah, we're very willing to respond. So yeah.
yeah, definitely. I agree. Um, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I need to like get a few minutes to rest and have some things. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining. You guys are like amazing. Uh, and yeah, we appreciate you all. So
Yeah.
that's that my sign out from me. Bye everyone. Mano.
Uh, bye guys.
Yeah, yeah, bye everyone. Bye. Catch you next week. Same places,
Yeah.
same time. Yeah. Bye.